Hello guys, so today in this video we will see the current affairs of June 12 and June 13. Yesterday we saw the content of June 11 and on the basis of that video now you can answer these questions like which startup has been acquired by Tata Digital, so it is 1mg, who is the founder of TCS Tata Consultancy Services, the name of that person is Fakir Chand Kohli, RBI hikes ATM interchange fee from rupees 15 to what figure? So it is rupees 17. What is the quarter two target of GSAP? What is GSAP? It is Government Securities Acquisition Program. What was the agricultural exports in FY21? So it was 41 billion US dollar. And what is the rank of India in house price index? So it is 55th right now out of 56 countries. And Antonio Guterres has reappointed as the UNSC chief for next 5 years. What is UNSC? It is United Nations Security Council. And Buddhadev Das Gupta passed away. He was a Bengali poet and filmmaker. Moving on, we also gave you a practice set to attempt. So the answer of those questions are given here. So which city has been declared as the most livable city in the world? So it is Auckland in New Zealand. Name the second highest active international goal scorer in football. So the person is Sunil Chhetri from India. And at the top position, it is Cristiano Ronaldo from Portugal. Which nation's railway is working to become the world's largest green railway network? So the right answer is India. And on 5th June, the World Environment Day is observed. Which billionaire is planning to travel to space in July 2012? So the name of that person is Jeffrey Bezos, the founder and former CEO of Amazon. The current CEO is Andy Jassy. Okay, and Jeff Bezos is also the founder of Blue Origin, which is related to space. Which country is building an artificial land in its capital city? So the name of that country is Denmark, and the capital of Denmark is Copenhagen. Okay, and lastly, what is the rank of India in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, that is SDG? So India ranked 117 in earlier year, means in last year the rank of India was 115, but this year the rank of India is 117 out of 193, that is 193 countries. Okay, so let's start. Today we will see the current affairs of Saturday and Sunday, that is June 12 and 13, and after watching this video and paying attention you can easily tell the answer of these questions. Okay, and in the last part of this video we will also see the answer of each questions as well. So moving on to the first news of today. India now joint fourth largest forex reserves holder with Russia. So the first question for you is, which of the following are not included in forex? 1. Foreign currency assets held by the RBI. 2. Gold holdings of the RBI. 3. SDR, that is special drawing rights. And 4. Reverse position in the IMF, that is reverse transposition RTP in the IMF. So you have to tell the answer of this question in the comment box. So now India is at fourth position. The forex of Russia is 605.2, while the forex of India is also 605. If we see the ranking, the China has 3330 billion US dollar in forex, which is approximately 5.5 times of that of India, while Japan is at second position and Switzerland is at third spot. The difference between the third and fourth is considerably very high. Okay, and in just last year the forex of India rose from 500 billion US dollar to 600 billion US dollar. Okay, moving on to the next question, means the next news. New Chinese data law gives Xi Jinping power to shut down any tech firm, means any technological companies like Alibaba, Tencent. Okay, so China's new data security regime gives the power to shut down any tech companies, you can see here. Okay, and also Xi Jinping can fine any companies up to 1.6 million US dollar. Moving on the next news. ED, that is Enforcement Directorate, issues notice to Wajirex over FEMA breach. So first of all we will see what is FEMA. So it is Foreign Exchange Management Act. Earlier in India, there was an act known as FERA, that is Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, but there were many loopholes, and filling all the loopholes and drawback of FERA, government formulated FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act. Just regulation is replaced with management. And what was the basic basic objective? It was to deregulate and liberalize the economy of India. And according to the RBI, foreign exchange can be drawn from any authorized dealer by the prior approval route or general permission route. Okay, but in Wazirex case, this was violated. And also the headquarter of FEMA means for FEMA is in New Delhi, and it is known as ED, that is Enforcement Directorate. Coming to the news, why Wazirex is under a scanner? Because Wazirex is a crypto platform, and some crypto platforms are non-compliant with forex rules. They are allegedly being used for money laundering. Like you can see here, some Chinese nationals have laundered rupees 57 crore by converting rupees into Tether, cryptocurrency Tether, and then transferring the money to Cayman Islands registered Binance wallet. Okay, so Binance is also a wallet like Coinbase. Okay, so government is now saying, means ED is now saying that similar action is expected against more crypto platforms and their executives this month. And what is the regulatory status of crypto in India is given here. India currently does not have any law to regulate cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrency exchanges are self-regulated. Okay, so any crypto exchange in India, like they are self-regulated. Cryptocurrency bill, which may prohibit all private cryptos in their work. RBI has been issuing warnings against trading in cryptocurrency. So these are the news related to FEMA and cryptocurrency. Moving to the next news. G7 nations gathered to pledge 1 billion vaccine doses for world. Okay, so G7 is happening in Cornwallis, Britain. So you can see in the pictures that US President Joe Biden, British PM Boris Johnson, European Council President Charles Michael. These names are very important. This can be asked in any examination. Japanese PM, the new PM after Shinzo Abe, Yoshihide Suga, and his Italian counterpart Mario Draghi at Caribbean Bay. Okay, so Caribbean Bay is in Cornwallis, Britain. Moving to the next news, Sri Lanka reverts back to foreign currency swap with RBI. So why any country do this? Because if any country wants to stabilize their currency, so this is one of the option. And the forex of Sri Lanka currently is only 4 billion. Okay, only 4 billion, while forex of India, as you better know, it is 604 billion US dollar. Means you can see the difference. In the recent time, Sri Lanka also had a foreign currency swap with Bangladesh and China. So with China, it has a foreign currency swap of 1.1 billion US dollar. And India had some issues with Sri Lanka over the Colombo port. That is why this was not happening. But now Sri Lanka reverts to foreign currency swap with RBI also, and this will be of a 400 million US dollar. Fine. So moving to the next news. Now a news from IRDAI. So Policybazaar gets insurance broking license from IRDAI. What is IRDAI? This is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. This is a regulatory body under the jurisdiction of Ministry of Finance, and it is tasked with regulating and promoting the insurance and reinsurance industries in India. Okay, and the headquarter of IRDAI is Hyderabad. This is very important, and the chairperson is Subhash Chandra Khuntia. So now the Policybazaar can sell any types of insurance plans. Okay, Policybazaar is very important. Why? Because this is the country's largest insurance marketplace. The group has other fintech brands including Paisabazaar, B2B, that is business to business venture, ZFin, and a lending insurance marketplace in the UAE region. Okay, so moving to the very important news, that is Forbes list of world's best bank 2021. So DBS Bank has been named by Forbes in their list of world's best bank 2021. So you can see here that DBS has been named it is the top bank now in the list of Forbes world's best bank, and this bank topped out of 30 domestic and international banks in India for the second consecutive year. So last year the DBS bank was at the top place, and currently the MD and CEO of this bank is Surojit Sushom. Okay, and SBI is at 7th position, right? So DBS bank is basically, its main headquarter is in Singapore, while DBS India, you can see here that DBS Bank India Limited is the first among the large foreign bank in India to start operating as a wholly owned, locally incorporated subsidiary of a leading global bank. And DBS Bank is operating in India for 26 years, and the first office of this bank was opened in Mumbai in 1994. A very important thing is here that DBS launched India's first India's first mobile only bank named DG Bank, and which now has about 1 million plus saving account. In November 2020, this is very important. In November 2020, Lakshmi Vilas Bank was amalgamated with DBS Bank India. Fine. And which bank was at second spot in this rank? So this was CSB, Catholic Syrian Bank. You have to tell that where is the headquarter of Catholic Syrian Bank. This is very important. This was asked in last year's IAPS mains examination. So just attempt this question and write in the comment box. And now some extra news. So SBI has launched a collateral free loan called Kavach personal loan. You only have to remember that the name of bank and the name of the program. Zimbabwean novelist Siti Danjaramenga has been awarded Pen Painter Prize. So just remember the name, country and the name of prize. And on 12 June, the World Day Against Child Labor was observed. Social media platform named Spurti Priya as its grievance officer for India. Fine. So the practice questions of today is, you have to attempt these questions and write in the comment box. So first question is, as per OECD, what is the GDP estimation of FY 2022? Then you have to tell the Moody's latest forecast, that what will be the GDP of India in the current financial year. Then Pooja Rani has recently won the gold medal for India in which sports event? So you have to tell that Pooja Rani is related to which sports. Fourth question, who is the author of the Languages of Truth essays 2003 to 2020? Then which bank publishes EcoRap report? WHO has given what names to the COVID-19 variants first found in India? So there is two names, one is Delta, you have to tell the name of another variant. And which person along with Jerry Wind won the International Business Book of the Year award for their book Transformation in Time of Crisis? So these questions is for you. Must attempt and write in the comment box. And now you can easily answer the answer of these questions. Like, India now joined 4th largest forex reserve holder with which country? So the answer is Russia. Head of which nation now has the power to shut any tech firm? So China. What is Foreign Exchange Management Act? So just I told you, you can refer the previous slides. Which nations gather to pledge 1 billion vaccine doses for world? So G7 nations. Which country rewards to foreign currency swap with RBI? So Sri Lanka. Which body gave the power of insurance broking license to Policy Bazaar? So this is IRDAI. Second last question is, which bank has launched a collateral free loan called Kavach personal loan? This is none other than State Bank of India. And the last question, which bank topped the Forbes list of world's best banks 2021? So this is DBS Bank. Okay. So I hope you like this video. Kindly share this video with your friend, okay, and write the all those questions which I asked in the comment box. So hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.